Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about Normani speaking out about Camila Cabello's racist past being exposed and everything that Normani said just about that whole situation. Before I do get started, I just wanted to apologize for not coming out with as much content as I have in the past few months, just because I feel like I don't want to just put out content to put out content and talk about just anything. I want to talk about topics that I care about and that I think that are important and that I also think that you guys would care about. And so I just haven't found much to really talk about, if I'm going to be completely honest. But I've been considering certain video ideas that I might start implementing onto my channel soon, so look out for those. But I just wanted to apologize again just for the lack of uploading. I'm trying to get into it. I just don't want to talk about just anything. I want to talk about topics that I care about and that you care about. So yeah. Today I do have a video though, and I do have a topic that I do care about, so that's great. Before I do get into this video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And just thank you so much for being here. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you some background, even though if you're watching this video, I doubt that you need a lot of background information, but I'm just going to go ahead and give it just for those who are maybe watching this video and don't really know who these people are. Normani and Camila Cabello were both part of the girl group Fifth Harmony that was formed on the show The X Factor. They all auditioned separately as solo artists, and then they were made into a group. So they did not come into the X Factor as a group, and honestly, they didn't start out as friends. And I'm starting to realize more and more what the dynamics actually were of that group. I was at one point, probably I will call myself a stan of Fifth Harmony at one point, because I just really liked them, and I remember watching them from the beginning, and so I felt a real connection to the girls, which I think is a great marketing move, by the way. I think that was a genius marketing move, because I felt so connected to them that I wanted to see them just do numbers on the charts and everything like that. But the group has since disbanded, and they are all now solo artists. Camila Cabello was the first one to leave the group, and so for a time there were only 4 people in Fifth Harmony, and then they just all, you know, left. The group is no more. And so Normani was the only black girl in the group, and Camila, she has always been accused of being a racist. There's a lot of evidence to prove that she is a racist, and in the past few months, Camila's racist Tumblr posts have been exposed, and she apologized for them. And just recently, she made a statement about the Tumblr post and how she feels about the entire situation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you some of what she said and just give you my personal opinion on the entire situation. So Normani was talking about, she talked about a few different things concerning Camila, one of them being the Tumblr post and the racist posts, which she said were ignorant and things like that. And then she also talked about a situation in which Normani was getting relentlessly racially attacked by mostly Camila Cabello fans. So while they were in Fifth Harmony, there were fans who were fans of only Camila, or they really loved Camila, and they had, you know, people who really loved Normani, and just, you know, different kind of subgroups of like Fifth Harmony stans, if that makes any sense. And there was a time on Twitter where Camila Cabello's fans, it was mostly Camila Cabello fans, who were just relentlessly being racist to Normani, to the point where it was just like, it was so disgusting. I remember seeing some of the tweets that people had tweeted calling her all types of just racial slurs. It was the most disgusting thing I think I've ever seen, the most disgusting trend on Twitter I think I've ever seen in a while, and it was really bad. And so Normani specifically talked about that, and that's what I really want to talk about in this video. More so than I want to talk about what she said about the Tumblr post. So here's what she said about that specific situation. She said, "It would be dishonest if I said that this particular scenario didn't hurt me. It was devastating that this came from a place that was supposed to be a safe haven and a sisterhood, because I knew that if the tables were turned, I would defend each of them in a single heartbeat. It took days for her to acknowledge that I was dealing with online, and then years for her to take responsibility for the offensive tweets that recently resurfaced. Whether or not it was her intention, this made me feel like I was second to the relationship that she had with her fans. First of all, I am so glad that Normani said something. I think that Normani has the full right to be upset at Camila not acknowledging what her fans did. The fact that Camila did not defend Normani while her stans were relentlessly attacking her, and not only just attacking her maybe because they thought that Normani was bullying her, or that Normani did something. Even then, she's your group mate, so you should defend her. That's just how I feel personally. But Normani didn't do anything. Normani was just black. Literally. And people were just relentlessly attacking her. And for Camila to not defend her against these racist attacks shows a lot about Camila's character. And the fact that it took her years to acknowledge what her fans did and what she really let them do. Obviously, she cannot control her fans. Obviously. But she could have said something. Saying something is all anyone asked for, and she did not even do that simple task. Obviously, that shows a lot about her character. And I am so glad that Normani did not only talk about the racist Tumblr post, but also talked about what Camila did do or didn't do to defend Normani. I think that that's really important because it shows that, no, Camila did something specifically to one person. It makes the racism less general and makes it feel more personal. It makes it feel like, oh no, this was targeted to one person. Even though Camila herself, well, actually, we'll get into that later, but even though Camila herself did not send those hateful tweets, the fact that she didn't say anything, it shows that she can direct this racism towards a certain person. In my opinion, if you do not defend someone against racism, you are aiding in that racism, period. If you do not defend someone from bullying, you are aiding in that bullying. You are enabling those people to bully that person, and you are honestly, I wouldn't say just as guilty, but I mean pretty darn close, because you had the chance to say something, especially in Camila's. It was a tweet that could have been drafted, could have been tweeted in less than a minute, and she couldn't even do that. There was no effort involved in that, and she couldn't even do that. And that shows a lot about her character, in my personal opinion. However, I'm not surprised. Not only because Camila has been known for tweeting racist things and posting racist things on her Tumblr page, but also because there are certain Facebook messages that she allegedly wrote about Normani, and that she had a conversation in which Normani was called the N-word with a hard R, and all she did was laugh. People have had these receipts against Camila, and every time that these racist posts or, her not defending Normani, every time these situations occur, all it does is reinforce that these Facebook messages are probably real. Especially the way that they're written, compared to the old Tumblr page, the way that she wrote on that Tumblr page. And since she, verified the fact that, yes, that Tumblr page is true, you can really compare the language and see, okay, yeah, she probably did write that, because that's exactly how she wrote on that Tumblr page. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what was said in those messages. Now, first of all, a lot of people are going to, say that these are fake, and I'm not saying that they're completely real, but what I'm saying is that, to me, I would definitely not be, I believe that they're real. I believe that this message and other messages that have been online that, you can look up for yourself, are real, especially because there's a pattern here in this situation versus the situation that Normani talked about with Camila's fans attacking Normani. What do you see? Someone attacking Normani for her race and Camila not defending Normani. In both situations, Camila did not say anything about, that's not right, you shouldn't say that. And in the Facebook messages, all she did was laugh. All she did was laugh, because I do believe that that's her. Allegedly, I'll just say allegedly, just to say allegedly, because, don't come for me. But allegedly, all she did was laugh. There's a pattern there. We know that one thing is true, that Camila did not defend Normani. So, if we see a pattern of behavior, we can also infer that the Facebook messages are likely to be real. And with that fact, or that inference, you can come to a lot of conclusions about who Camila is. And in my personal opinion, I just can't respect her, and I can't trust that she's not racist. Especially when it's like, there's so many instances of her doing things like this. Of her constantly saying the N-word on different platforms. Of her, calling her own bandmate the N-word, allegedly. Of her, just not defending her own bandmate against racist attacks. And I've seen a lot of people compare her to a lot of others who have also had racist past. But I don't think that that's fair, just because I've seen other celebrities who have racist pasts also then go on to grow up, mature, not have consistent, she has a consistent history. It's over a span of time that she's been racist. And then on top of that, those other celebrities have defended people against racism, while Camila was silent, and it was her own bandmate. It was her own bandmate. But getting into Fifth Harmony itself, I've realized over time, just from realizing, going back to old interviews, seeing people just kind of talk about the dynamics in that group, I don't think that they liked each other to begin with. I really don't. Or I at least believe that Camila had issues with the group. I believe that there were a lot of issues. There was a lot of competitiveness and everything like that. And I think that even now, they're still pitted against each other. And Camila has always had the attitude like she was top dog, like she was the Beyonce of the group. And that probably made the others probably dislike her. And then she goes on to talk about them and call them the N-word and call Normani the N-word. And there were allegedly other Facebook messages where she was calling all of them the N-word. And it was just ridiculous. But I looking back on the group and looking back at it now as an adult, which is a crazy thing to say that I'm an adult. But anyways, as an adult looking back, I can definitely see where there was tension in that group and how they didn't like each other and how Camila fit into the group or didn't fit in and why she left first. It just makes a lot of sense now, especially with how Normani was just speaking out against her now. It's all making a lot more sense as you look back on the history of the group. So with Normani, I think that she was fully within her right to speak about this, and honestly, truly, I wish that she'd gone harder on her, because this type of stuff, Camila has no excuse. She has no excuse for her actions. Zero. So at that point, why save her feelings? Why save, but I guess Normani is just trying to be the classy person that she is, and I respect her for that so much. I've also seen people say, well, she's friends with people who also have racist past, so she's a hypocrite. First of all, please do not check Black people's opinions on Black issues. Okay? If you're not Black, don't do that. Okay? That's something that's just as Black people aren't gonna check white people on white issues. Whatever issues are in the white community, or whatever issues are in the Asian community, or whatever issues are in the Latino community, that's y'all's issues in your guys' communities, and I'm not going to step in and tell you where and how to go. You know what I'm saying? So for people to say that about Normani is just extremely disrespectful. And she's not a hypocrite. I don't think that she's a hypocrite. I think that people forgive people for different reasons, and people choose not to forgive people for different reasons. And I respect how Normani went about the situation, and I think that she was completely classy in how she said it, but also very strong in how she said it. And I believe that Normani has such potential to be such a loved star in the music industry because of how she goes about these situations. So I really have a lot of respect for her, and yeah, I just can't wait to see her thrive and just do great things in the music industry. As for Camila, I honestly don't even understand why she's so popular. I guess because people talk about her, but still, like, I just don't get why people buy her music. I really don't. Like, maybe it's because it's catchy, but, like, her voice is annoying. But other than that, like, she's also proven to be, in my opinion, a racist. I've made videos in the past about, do I think Camila Cabello is racist or not? And at the time I was undecided, but honestly, showing her track record and showing what she's gotten away with, and just showing just everything and how Normani spoke about her, I think obviously Normani knows more about her than we do, and I believe that she's a racist. And so I haven't supported her for a while, and I won't be supporting her in anything that she does, because I can't support someone who lets their own fans racially attack their own band member. And on top of that, I don't even like her music, so it's so easy for me to not support her. I genuinely don't think that she's a good artist. I don't even think that she's an artist, if I'm going to be completely honest. To call her music art is a stretch. So yeah, I don't even feel bad about dragging her at this point, because I'm like, girl, listen, I have zero respect for someone who can't even step in and make a tweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even tweet. You really can't do that to defend somebody against racism. Yeah, trash. Honestly, trash. And I do believe that those Facebook messages are true. So I have no respect for her. I hope that she does say something about what Normani said, just to see if she's going to show her true colors or not. But she probably won't. She'll probably just stay silent and try to make everybody forget. But sis, we're not going to forget, because she hasn't proven herself to not be a racist. Anyways, that is it for me. Go ahead and enjoy this obligatory Tom Holland picture as I close out. But yeah, that's just my feelings about this entire situation. What do you feel about this situation? Go ahead and comment that down below. Like, do you believe those Facebook messages are real? What do you think about how Normani responded to Camila? She said more than what I showed you, so if you want to look that up, go ahead and look that up, and just go ahead and comment down below what you think of the situation. Do you think that Camila is a racist? Like, truly, what do you think about that? Yeah, I'd like to hear your thoughts and just see what everyone is saying. Please do like this video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to my channel for more content. Hopefully I can get more content up in the coming weeks, but I'm gonna try at least one video a week, so you can definitely anticipate one video a week at least. Hopefully I can get up like 2, maybe 3, but I'm a college student and I have a job now, so that's kind of pushing it, but hopefully I can do that, because I really do love making content, and I really like your guys' reactions, and, you know, being able to interact with you guys and seeing your opinions on everything that I talk about. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!